Coming up on OU Nightly, impeachment charges brought against OU's student government president, measles cases have tripled in Oklahoma, what students can do to protect themselves. Plus, Norman Regional Hospital finds a solution to its financial problems. This is OU Nightly.
The president of OU Student Government Association is facing 5 impeachment charges. Thanks for watching OU Nightly. I'm Alexa Dringus.
And I'm Olivia Hayes. Those charges against Carter Strickland are set to be heard at tonight's undergraduate student Congress meeting.
Here are the accusations being brought against Strickland: creating a hostile work environment, not following the Oklahoma Open Meetings Act and the SGA Code annotated, going against the Chief Justice's advisement, neglecting his duties to the legislative branch, and hindering the Chief of Staff's duties and abilities. The agenda also says Strickland asked the Chief of Staff if she would jump off a cliff for his campaign and repeatedly said she needed to be willing to die for his presidency. OU Daily reports Strickland is a part of its publications board. We reached out for comment. Several committee chairs got back to us, directing us to tonight's meeting. Also, the OU Budgetary Committee Chair and Congress Secretary shared their support of the resolution. The meeting is tonight at 7 p.m. in Dale Hall and is open to the public.
There are more confirmed cases of measles in Oklahoma. OU Nightly reporter Abigail Franklin is tracking this from our OU Nightly newsroom. Abigail, what can you tell us?
Well, according to the Oklahoma State Department of Health, there are 9 total cases now in the state. Of the 9, 7 of those cases are confirmed by a test. The other 2 cases are probable cases, and that's because no test has been done to confirm this, but symptoms of the disease have been reported. Now, we spoke with Goddard Health on how students and Oklahomans can protect themselves against measles.
I think more than anything, just encouraging students to make sure they were vaccinated. The great news is that the measles vaccine is highly protective. So 1 dose is 93% effective and 2 doses is 97% effective.
Erica Rankin with the Department of Health says that all 9 cases are unvaccinated patients. For now, live in the newsroom, Abigail Franklin, OU Nightly.
Thank you, Abigail. At this time, it's unknown the ages of these patients. Most cases are in the northeast part of the state, according to OSDH.
The Norman Regional Health System announces it will remain independent. This comes after the NRHS Board of Trustees voted to work with the healthcare financial consulting firm Plant Moran. And with less than 17 days of cash on hand, Norman Regional says it is looking to move quickly to create a plan to ensure successful long-term independence.
Days in the teens of cash on hand is very concerning. Hospitals have come back from this. They have.
Okay.
This is doable. There is a chance here that we can. So
Have to bring it to that, and I hope there's enough time. But you have all of our support, all of our energy, and we will work with you to try to make this happen.
The health system released a message from the executive team to their employees and community saying, "We remain committed to providing personalized health care with compassion and excellence for the residents of South Central Oklahoma for many years to come." Winter is in the rear view and the air is warming up.
Yeah, Alexa, it is absolutely beautiful outside, but will it last? Luckily, our OU Nightly meteorologist, Joel Robinson, is live in studio to tell us. Joel?
Well, the temperatures are certainly going to stay nice. We are going to be introducing a little bit of rain to the forecast over the next few days. I'll get into those details coming up, but here's a look at the rest of this evening. By 6 p.m., we'll still be in those low 80s. We will start to introduce a little bit of cloud cover and a little bit of rain as we go into the early parts of tomorrow morning, with the temperature in the lower 60s. So definitely make sure you have an umbrella handy as you're heading out the door tomorrow. Coming up, I will break down the warm weather, rain chances, and your 7-day forecast coming up. Details are ahead. Back to you guys.
A day after punching their ticket for their first Sweet 16 appearance in over a decade, OU women's basketball is making waves in the recruiting landscape. Our sports team has the details.
Thanks, Alexa. Aaliyah Chavez, the #1 high school women's recruit in the nation, will be suiting up for the Crimson and Cream in the fall. She announced her commitment earlier today in this video, courtesy of OU Nightly alum Kaylee Jo Hommel from Lubbock. Chavez is the highest ranked recruit in OU women's basketball history, having earned the Gatorade National Player of the Year. Her recruitment went down to the wire with other women's hoops powerhouses in the mix. She attended the Sooners' win over Florida Gulf Coast on Saturday in anticipation for her commitment announcement. Olivia?
Thank you, Kevin. A nationwide scam has made its way into Oklahoma. Take a look at this message some residents are receiving from scammers posing as different toll groups. This leading EasyPass to make a statement on its site saying if you get a message from the EasyPass group claiming you owe for a toll, it is a scam. If you believe you have been targeted, you can file a complaint with the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center.
As the Atlantic editor-in-chief is accidentally added to a chain, questions are being answered about national security.
OU Nightly's Bryn Mead has more about the Signal War Chat and the rest of today's national and international headlines from our news center. Bryn?
Olivia, Alexa, fist bump, American flag, fireball. These were some of the emojis sent by high-ranking U.S. government officials in recent text messages regarding plans for a military strike. President Donald Trump responding to questions if anyone would be fired as a result of the mistake.
There was no classified information, as I understand it. They used a app, if you want to call it an app, that a lot of people use, a lot of people in government use, a lot of people in the media use.
The nation's top intelligence officials testified at the Senate Intelligence Committee today, saying they did not share any classified information. Trump announces possible executive orders to impose harsher immigration policies by banning sanctuary cities for undocumented citizens. These cities across the United States allow those living here without citizenship to stay under the radar. At this time, no other details have been released. White House officials say that Russia and Ukraine agree to safe navigation in the Black Sea, a small step towards a possible comprehensive peace deal. In the agreement, no warfare is allowed on the Black Sea between the two countries. President Zelensky says these are the right steps towards ending the 3-year war. Pope Francis is released from the hospital 38 days after being diagnosed with double pneumonia. The doctors treating the Pope say at one point they considered letting him go, but instead decided on an aggressive course. Alexa, Olivia.
Thank you, Bryn. Coming up next on OU Nightly, nerves on edge in Washington, D.C.
An Oklahoma congressman says some federal layoffs are necessary.
I am speechless, over the edge, and breathless, as the Jonas Brothers would put it, over our pet of the week.
We introduce you to a pup filled with love next.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours.
Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Another government shutdown sparks fears of employee layoffs. Gaylord News reporter Caroline Kramer spoke with Oklahoma congressmen about the concern.
Washington is nervous. More than 160,000 federal employees work here, potential targets on the Doge chopping block. And across America in these congressman districts, more than 3 million people work for the federal government, 80,000 of them in Oklahoma. Some of them work in Oklahoma Congressman Kevin Hern's district. He acknowledges the pain, but he believes that this is better for our country.
We always have these conversations about who's essential or not, except when we have government shutdowns, which we've had many over the years. And then we say non-essential people should stay home, and it's like, 60% of the government stays home. We're saying, well, how's that possible? If you need them, how can they stay home and the government still function?
For Hearn, the real danger is not layoffs, but rising federal debt.
It's about, for you all and for everybody, my kids, grandkids, is making sure we have a government that we can actually afford, 20, 30, 40 years, 100 years from now, so we keep this great experiment in a great place.
But Washington remains nervous as the fight continues on how big and what the government should be. Reporting from Washington, D.C., I'm Caroline Kramer, Gaylord News.
Thanks, Caroline. Talks of layoffs have died down as some Congress members face pushback from constituents back home.
We might have the love you've been looking for. Get ready to bug out over this week's Pet of the Week. If you've been looking for the perfect cuddle buddy, look no further. You're about to meet Lovebug, and this sweet girl is all about the belly rubs, the snuggles, and finding her forever best friend.
Sometimes the shelter can struggle with naming these dogs, but Lovebugs...
This one fits her so perfectly because giving and sharing and receiving love is what she's all about. So she's gonna want someone that she can come back, get that reinforcement from, and then just get her love bucket filled up with cuddles and attention for sure.
Despite all that love to give, she's still waiting for someone to take her home.
Lovebug has been sitting here since December. And unfortunately, just another one of a casualty of an overpopulated shelter.
But she's not the only one.
So if someone can come in and give her a look, and then even if she's gone, there are so many other dogs sitting in kennels right now who are gonna be the best dogs. We just have to find their people.
Lovebug is ready to curl up on the couch and be your new snuggle buddy. If you think she could be a missing piece to your home, you can come see her today at the Norman Animal Welfare Center. But fair warning, you might fall in love. Reporting from Norman, I'm Emma McAndrews, OU Nightly. If you or someone you know is interested in Lovebug, you can check out their website or make any phone calls to the number on your screen. A police department is looking to explore a change in its staff.
How they think this can change and improve response times next.
And what's spring without a little bit of rain in the forecast? Details are ahead. Keep it here on OU Nightly.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savebythescan.org.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
All right, look at you taking the stairs. Who are you?
We're your lungs. We are proud of you for quitting smoking, but you still may be at risk for lung cancer.
A routine cancer scan can detect it early when it's more curable.
Good to know. Well, I gotta go somewhere.
So do we.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back to OU Nightly. Thanks so much for tuning in with us this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Look at our Weather Center cam right now. Gorgeous skies out there, and we're starting to see a little bit of evidence of some blooming with some of the trees out there and traffic flowing along nicely along Highway 9. It's a gorgeous day to be outside. Temperatures right now in the lower 80s, 83 degrees for us on our Weather Center cam. A little bit dry though, 24% humidity and that east-northeast wind at 13 miles per hour. Here's a wider view of temperatures across the state. 82 for Norman, 82 for Oklahoma City. We got some 70s mixed in, 75 for Tulsa, 75 for Enid, and the further south you go, Ardmore at 88 degrees, so a tad warmer in our southern parts of the state. Here's our current wind speeds too. We're fairly light out of the east. We got winds of 5 to 10 miles per hour, maybe even up to 15 in some locations, but we are fairly light out there as far as the wind goes. Here's our allergy report, otherwise known as the sniffle cast, as I like to call it. We got trees at high on our allergy report, and grass and as well as mold are low on our allergy report, but still there. So if you're feeling a little bit of sniffles out there, there's your reason why. Mainly trees are going to be the culprit. Now we have those nice conditions now, but we are going to be introducing a little bit of rain chances as we go into the next few days. We got a 40% chance for Wednesday. Thursday we have chances in the evening. We'll be dry for most of the day Thursday, and then on Friday we'll have yet another chance before we dry out over the weekend. Let's break this down in your futurecast. Now for now, we are very dry, but as we get into the early morning hours of Wednesday, we do start to see a little bit in the way of rainfall, and that will continue throughout the rest of the morning. So definitely, you'll want to definitely pack an umbrella or a rain jacket for your commute tomorrow morning. Then by the afternoon, we're all done, and we dry out for the rest of Wednesday and into your Thursday. And then Thursday evening, actually, we do have a chance for a little bit of rain to come into the Norman area. I do think most of it will likely reside closer to the Red River, though. Here's that 7-day forecast. We do have those thunderstorm chances for Wednesday morning, temperatures in the 70s, upper 70s for Thursday. Again, that rain chance in the evening. Friday, we have another chance of rain once again, and then we make our way back into the 80s before cooling back into the 70s. And then look at that, 62 degrees for Monday, 67 for Tuesday. So we definitely have a cool down in those temperatures going into next weekend. So enjoy the nice weather while it lasts so far.
Yeah, Joel, it looks like there's going to be that chance to break out a light jacket next week, but will it warm back up to what we're seeing today?
I definitely think so. As we get into the later parts of next week, we'll be in the upper 60s and possibly into the low 70s. So this is a temporary cool down.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Joel.
You bet.
A California police department could soon use drones to respond to 911 calls. Officials say a drone could reach the scene of an incident quickly, sometimes within seconds, to help provide immediate information to officers en route. The drones would be operated by a pilot at the department's real-time crime center.
It can be the eyes, an overview of what's going on. Maybe it's a crowd, maybe it's looking for an accident.
If approved by the City Council, the first responder drone program could be up and running within a few months.
Top 10 OU baseball team takes a road trip from the 405 to the 918.
And one Sooner softball star shows out in back-to-back weeks.
Their season isn't even over yet, and OU women's basketball is making big-time off-season gains. Speaking of them, you normally only celebrate Sweet 16 once in your life. That's not the case for Jenny Baranchek and co. as they keep dancing for championship dreams. Coming up in sports.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? I'm high. Oh.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How was it? Is it good?
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Hello, I'm Kevin Daniel, and it's time for sports. The wagon keeps rolling for OU women's basketball as they score big on and off the court. As we mentioned earlier, Jenny Baranchek and OU women's basketball gained the slam dunk commitment of Aaliyah Chavez, the nation's top recruit, giving them 247 Sports' 4th ranked recruiting class. Chavez averaged nearly 35 points per game last season and will join a multitude of returning Sooners who have already made their mark in the NCAA tournament. Landon Thomas has more.
3-seed OU women's basketball is saying goodbye to the round of 32 and hello to the Sweet 16 after the 96-62 win over 6-seed Iowa. The key to the game was controlling the glass, as the Sooners put up 64 total rebounds, nearly doubling Iowa's 33.
If you look at the stats, I mean, we have multiple scores today, and that's how connected we were. We were getting each other the ball. We were really being aggressive on offense and defense, getting rebounds, getting second opportunities to score. And when we do those things, when we're so connected that nothing else matters, I mean, we're a great team and we're hard to beat.
This level of play for the Sooners came because of their hard work they put in the offseason to achieve their ultimate goal.
My goal this offseason, making a deep run, just doing whatever I can to win. And I think it showed today. I thought Skylar did a phenomenal job today. I thought she's worked her butt off in the offseason. And this was just a day you can't take for granted. So I thought we all seized the moment, and I just thought it was awesome to go out there and play.
While making the Sweet 16 is nice, head coach Jenny Baranchek says seeing her girls play a certain way is even more important.
Yeah, we coached through some frustration in the first game against Florida Gulf Coast. I thought today we played with so much more joy and conviction, and that's what I want to be able to coach. So to me, again, it feels good because of how we played, not that we got to the Sweet 16. And I'm proud of that.
Next up, the Sooners have a daunting task facing the 2-seed UConn Huskies, a team that they have never beaten in 13 games of play. Reporting from the Lloyd Noble Center, Landon Thomas, OU Nightly.
Following a fireworks-filled home series win over Mississippi State, Sooners baseball is singing Willie Nelson as they find themselves on the road again, heading up to Tulsa to face the Golden Eagles of Oral Roberts tonight. OU leads the all-time series, winning the most recent matchup 14-0. And staying on the diamond, as the curtain falls on OU softball series at Missouri, pitcher Sam Landry gets to take a bow as she earns her 2nd consecutive SEC Pitcher of the Week honor and 3rd of the season. Alexa, Olivia?
An Oklahoma business is looking to give some peace of mind after recent wildfires.
We'll tell you how they're upholding the Oklahoma standard after this break.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Welcome back everyone to the city of Norman. I'm Arab Dahi with your Sooner Sports Pad Brief. And someone who wants to bring a championship to the OU Women's Basketball next year, Aaliyah Chavez announced that she will be bringing her talents to OU Women's Basketball. She's the #1 high school basketball recruit in the nation and led her high school to their first state championship since 1981. OU Women's Basketball is taking wins off and on the court. On Monday, the Sooners keep their dance alive after beating Iowa 96-62, advancing to the Sweet 16. Skylar Van led OU in scoring with 17 points, with Reagan Biz also picking up a double-double. And to round off this brief, OU Women's Golf will join us in the studio tonight. Gracie Mayo and Savannah Barber will be talking all things golf and their life as Sooners. Be sure to check out Sooner Sports Pad live on ESPN Plus at 7:30 p.m. We'll see you all right there.
Nikki Womack at the OU Nightly Update Desk. The Norman City Council is considering allowing residents affected by recent wildfires to live in temporary housing. Officials say 7 homes and 20 outbuildings were lost in the fires. Luckily, no one was injured. The Norman City Council meets tonight at 6:30. They tell OU Nightly after the vote they'll have more information to share with residents. Olivia, Alexa.
Thanks, Nikki. Well, those of us here, we're definitely going to be enjoying those 80-degree temperatures today, but I know there's a chance for rain on the way. Joel, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, we have a chance for rain over the next couple of days here. Luckily, there will be a little bit of dry time, especially as we get into Wednesday and Thursday, but Friday could see a little bit more in the way of rain as far as duration goes. So hate to rain on your parade, but we are literally expecting rain.
Well, hopefully we can get out to the pool this weekend while we still can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Joel. One Oklahoma business is doing what it can to ease people's stress after the recent wildfire outbreak. Rumors Salon in Tulsa is working to help victims through free services.
On Monday, the salon took to social media offering a free hair wash and blow dry to those impacted. The Oklahoma Department of Emergency Management says more than 400 homes were damaged in these fires.
Thanks for watching OU Nightly. I'm Olivia Hayes.
And I'm Alexa Dringus. Be sure to watch OU Nightly live.
Love the hustle, Cliff.